Across the spectrum, from challenging to buoyant conditions, there's a type of offsite that really moves the dial to expanded prosperity. This video distinguishes this type of offsite from others, provides a picture of what it looks like in full flight, highlights the main blockers to achieving this, and shares some tips on overcoming these blockers. Fundamentally, there are three offsite types: team building, execution enhancement, and strategy. Really moving the dial requires an adept mix of all three. An intensive strategy element to land on a pathway that fully leverages advantage, an execution element to craft a program that puts it into action, and a team element to build buy-in, alignment, and resolve to action it successfully. In essence, a comprehensive offsite that creates major lift. So what does it look like in full flight? First, the libraries of wisdom brought to the table, underpinning individual perspectives on the business, are integrated into a team perspective. That's their full co-creating potential, locked and loaded. Second, concise data on what's strategically pivotal is on the table. That's the promise of data fully in play. Third, these two engage, enabling the wisdom that's key from across the team to go to work, surfacing the real pathway options, landing the solution that will most move the dial, what it is and how to put it into action, with the buy-in, alignment and resolve needed for this action to succeed, generated along the way. That's the payoff, and it's a big one. No surprises here. The challenge isn't what it is, but manifesting it, because these elements are double-edged. They are also the blockers to realising this payoff. Perspectives are akin to gears. Gears require a systematic alignment to mesh, rather than jar, to achieve drive. So do perspectives, but it's a more complex task, given their multifaceted nature. Prevailing best practice largely leaves perspectives to coalesce organically, with any jarring smoothed through interpersonal technique. Smoothing isn't integrating. Inadvertently and unintentionally, perspectives remain less than fully integrated, with their full co-creating potential unrealised. Data presents an uncomfortable paradox today. Organisations have more of it, more quickly, and more creatively portrayed than ever before. Counterintuitively, and again unintentionally, this more obscures what's actually pivotal. That concise data set required is rarely at hand. Assembling options on pathways that can really move the dial and choosing a solution from them is inherently challenging. Without the team perspective integrated and pivotal insights at hand to inform it, the odds aren't great that all the real options will be in discussion. When they are, there's also a hesitancy to choose. These options will involve material moves from business as usual, and therefore material risk to weigh. The imperative to do this carefully tends to favour discussion over choice. My tips on overcoming these: preparation, offsite structure, a sentiment gauge, and external input. In a preparation, those to attend the offsite can be interviewed ahead of time to elicit their perspectives, and so a first cut of the team's integrated perspective can be woven together. A concise data set on what's strategically pivotal can also be assembled, guided by this first cut. Sharing this material as pre-offsite reading also primes the offsite for effective engagement. The offsite then needs to bring the team perspective to life, engage it on what's strategically pivotal, and from this, land the outcome that will really move the dial. That's the three-part structure the offsite requires. The first two parts of this offsite structure ensure all the real options are on the table. A properly structured gauging of sentiment overcomes that hesitancy to land a pathway and also provides a pointer on how to pursue the pathway. It does this because it reveals the nature of shared sentiment in a way discussion can't. Facilitators are often used for offsites. A better fit here is an experienced and humble strategy advisor who facilitates. That's because the most helpful input is the input that strategy advisors make, and experienced advisors make it very time and cost efficient. This input made humbly also ensures the offsite's outcome arises unequivocally from the team. If exploring ideas specific to what you have in mind would be useful, let's talk. You may also find useful an illustration of one of these lift offsites that we can run through together.